21 strategies to increase productivity and achieve extraordinary results. Have you ever started the day with several goals and commitments, but when the night came you realized that very little was done, and worse, that feeling of always running out of time but without making any progress? If this happens to you, this video can change your life. Today, we kick off a series focused on time management and productivity, and along the way, you'll learn proven strategies to overcome procrastination, prioritize what really matters, and finally take control of your time and your life. But here's an important caveat. It's not just about doing more. It's about doing better, with intelligence, strategy, and focus. In this series, we'll explore 21 essential lessons based on Brian Tracy's book, Eat That Frog, which can help you make small changes to your routine and transform your productivity, your career, and your life. But before we dive into these strategies, it's important to understand why so many people struggle with time and feel like they never get everything done. After all, the first step to improving your productivity isn't doing more tasks, but changing the way you think about your time. The challenge of time management. Do you feel like you always have more tasks than you have time for? That your to-do list never gets shorter, and no matter how hard you try, you can never get everything done? The truth is that we live in a world full of possibilities and opportunities, but ironically, this abundance of options can be a problem. The mistake many people make is thinking that being more productive means doing more things. But real productivity is not about doing everything, but about doing the right things. The secret is not to try to do everything, but to be selective. Learning to identify and focus on what really makes a difference is what separates high-performing people from those who are busy but not making real progress. The frog principle, the most important rule of productivity. Mark Twain once said, "If your first action of the day is to swallow a live frog, you can be sure that the rest of the day will be easier." And don't worry, we're not talking about real frogs. The frog represents your biggest, most important task, the one you're most likely to put off. But here's the secret. This is exactly the task that can have the biggest positive impact on your life. Rule number 1, if you have to swallow 2 frogs, eat the ugliest one first. That is, if you have 2 difficult tasks, start with the most challenging one. Rule number 2, if you have to swallow a frog, don't stare at it. The longer you put it off, the harder it seems. Take action now and do what needs to be done. The difference between highly productive people and those who just seem busy is precisely this. The most successful people prioritize the tasks that really make a difference and work on them with discipline and consistency until they are completed. Developing success habits. Success at work and in your personal life doesn't just depend on talent, but on the habits you develop over time. Procrastination and disorganization aren't just bad habits, they're barriers that limit your potential. But when you learn to identify your priorities, eliminate distractions, and commit to execution, something powerful happens. You create a positive cycle of motivation, energy, and confidence. Completing important tasks releases endorphins, giving you a real sense of progress and achievement, and that makes all the difference. The more you complete the essentials, the more productive and focused you will become, and in the long run, this habit change can completely transform your life. Want a secret? The more you train your mind to focus on what matters, the more natural it becomes. Just like a muscle that gets stronger with exercise, your ability to stay focused improves the more you exercise it every day. The 3 Ds of efficiency: decision, discipline, and determination. To create habits that boost your productivity, you need to internalize 3 essential qualities. Decision: consciously choose to be someone who finishes what they start. Discipline: repeatedly practice productivity strategies until they become automatic. Determination: persist until these practices become part of your personality and are natural to you. The way you see yourself determines the way you act. See yourself as someone who is productive, efficient, and focused. The more you nurture this identity, the easier it will be to make decisions that are aligned with it. What you will learn in this series. In this series, you'll discover 21 essential strategies to transform your productivity, excel at work, and achieve your goals. Here, we won't waste time with complicated theories. The focus is on action. Each strategy works independently, so you can apply the ones that make the most sense to you. The sooner you put these ideas into practice, the sooner you'll see results. There's no limit to what you can achieve when you learn to focus on what really matters. Now let's get to the lessons. If you want to increase your productivity, stop procrastinating, and achieve extraordinary results, subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell to be notified whenever a new video in the series is released. The link to the complete playlist is in the description, so you can follow all the lessons in sequence and apply each strategy in your daily life.